talking about this speaker, she told me a very interesting thing about herself when I asked her, so what do you do? She says, do you know that every river has a greenery? I said, yes. And what does the greenery and the trees do? I said, it stops the place from flooding. She said, exactly, I do the same. I asked her, so what do you do? I'm a hiring manager. A very vibrant Toastmasters from LA 1924 Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Pushpa.
What is winning in life all about? Is it the accumulation of wealth? Or is it those titles that we add adjacent to our names? Is it the relationships or the contacts that we boast of? Or is it those awards that hang on the wall? I was curious. One definition that really caught my attention is from Pushpa.MOD, who says, winning is not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, I'm here to talk to you about Lakshmama. I met Lakshmama 5 years ago when I was on a search for a domestic help. I was woken up by the sound of the calling bell and I reluctantly opened the door to see a middle-aged woman neatly dressed in a sari and with a smile. Soon, she started working for us as a top-up maid, which is a must-have in any domestic urban household. A very tough person that I am, Lakshmama did impress me. Unlike my other maids in the past, she was highly reliable and very punctual. Even the chores like sweeping and mopping the floor, she would do it with much finesse. Above all, she had a smile which was so soothing. Few months into our association, we had a new member in the family, in the form of my daughter. The first few weeks were highly challenging, but I knew I'd have to get back to work and I wanted somebody home to babysit. My eyes turned towards Lakshmana, who was very happy to take the mantle from me. That association helped me know Lakshmama a little more better. Lakshmama is from a place called Kadur, very close to Chikmagalur. She came to Bangalore with her bag and baggage in search of a job. Over a period of time, I got to know she lived with her daughter and son. A very natural, curious mind of mine did ponder about her husband's whereabouts, for which she smiled and said, he lives in the village taking care of the land. That answer pleased me and life just moved on. One day, Lakshmana was not herself. She was not guilty. I asked her what happened. She looked lost. I had to probe her. She said her husband is unwell and she wants to go to her native and visit him. I assured her I can take care of my daughter and asked her to go ahead. That did not make her happy. I asked her if there's anything more. That's when she told me a little more about her life. Lakshmama lost her mother when she was 10 years old. She was raised by her father. She grew up among 7 siblings. She was married at an age of 15. Soon, 3 kids followed. When her third son was barely few weeks old, her husband deserted her for another woman. Lakshmama had to come back to her native village with her kids, but was determined to live and not lose. With no fortune nor the skill on hand, she knew she had to make her living. Initially, she started working in somebody else's fields. In the process, she learned to swim, to climb the trees, to plow the land, and skin the coconuts, and more. With all the savings that she accumulated, she got her eldest daughter married and then came to Bangalore to provide for the other two kids. Dear friends, this story may also sound like any other story of any other women from that kind of a background. But for me, Lakshmama is always special because not once Lakshmama cribbed about her life. Not once she cursed her fate. Not once she spoke ill of her husband. And not once she spoke bitter about all the events that had happened in her life. Despite all this, she continued to live her life with a hope that things would get better. Whenever I look at her, my problems like career, my teen, my own life, and other things look so trivial. Whenever I'm not myself, she just smiles and tells, don't worry, things will get better. Lakshmama did not have accumulated any wealth, nor is she a real winner. Yet, she lived with the hope that things would get better. There's nobody to appreciate her. Forget any words, there's no words. When life threw a lot of challenges at her, she collected them